Hey, y'all, welcome to the Blue Plate Special. Yep, it's real live music right here in beautiful downtown Knoxville, Tennessee. We're here inside of Visit Knoxville, and you can feel free to come join us if you like. If you can't be here with us, you can slide on over to the WDVX YouTube channel to watch it streaming live or our Facebook as well. Today we have two guests on our show visiting with us from Wyoming today. The two tracks return to the Blue Plate Special. To get things started, he's based out of the Big Apple, y'all. Give a great big welcome to Rory DeLasno to the Blue Plate Special.
Thank you guys so much. Man, we got to take some of that enthusiasm back east because people don't hoot and holler like that back that way. So as Red mentioned, I'm Rory DeLasno. I'm from New York City by way of New Jersey, but we don't talk about that. And it's a pleasure to be here. I'm really excited. Thank you, Red, and thank you to everyone who helps put this together because the word has gotten out east that this is the place to be. So I am going to start things off by playing a song I wrote when I was 21, and it's about love, so obviously everything I'm about to say is null and void, based on misinformation and poor judgment. I'm a little bit older than 21 now, if you hadn't noticed. Okay, this song's called Where You Belong. When the hands of time run out, I wanna be the one you think about. Can I lay my body next to yours where I belong? When I'm enveloped by your love, that's the only time I see the stars above. And all the beauty and the grace of all but your sweet smiling face. You never filled my heart up like you did. And every time I saw you, I just knew anything and everything I wanted was in you. At 21, my only honest dream was to get down on one knee. So please don't doubt my sincerity. It's you that I adore. With every move you make, I love you even more. I admire you, I'm proud. It's you I always brag about. So please, sweetheart, don't doubt that this is true. There could never be another you. And every time I held you oh so tight, everything felt right, and I know I found my wife. I only wish that my mom could see this day, see the woman that I love, the one who takes my breath away. When you feel you can't go on, I only pray that you'll think of this song. You'll remember that I love you. Come into my arms where you belong. Where you So at the end of the day, I do joke. Like I meant it at the time. It's not, I don't, step back from what I said, but it's just, 21 is all the hormones and everything. You guys know, it's all a mess. Now I have everything together now that I'm 34. If y'all need any answers, just come to me. I can tell you all about it. So as I've come to learn, my friend Daphne was on yesterday. Awesome singer-songwriter from New Orleans. So we were one day apart, but this place is not, there's never a large gap between awesome, musicians that you hear through the grapevine about. So I'm not sure if I should shout out the person I'm looking at right now. Everybody turn around and make her feel awkward. But my friend Melissa Hale is the one who first brought me to Knoxville and showed me what a wonderful place this is, and I haven't shut up about it since. Nashville's cool, but honestly, I'm a little partial to Knoxville, so I'm gonna get canceled now probably everywhere else. Well, it's always the first answer when people ask me, what's your favorite city that you've played in so far? So don't mess this up for me. I have a really good impression so far. No, I'm just kidding. Let me see. I'm gonna play a new one here, if you don't mind. It's a more recent take on love. And I guess I would say it's about when you've lost faith in love and then you meet someone cool and you're like, all right, maybe I'll give this another shot. Song's called Real. This world can be so cruel. I thought I'd seen all the angles. You open my eyes to what I'm not seeing. Show me how to believe in the beauty again. All talk and nothing new. 1 foot in and I'm running, but suddenly I'm running towards something so holy I had to hold here with me. Love could never be, love could never be, love could never be, love will never be alone, you'll never be, love, you'll never be alone. And all that you say and all that you do could help us lead me back to you, and I'd be inclined to believe that someone for me. So jaded and tired, shuttered my heart, closed all the doors before I could start to feel again that love could be real. Weak words, wounded hearts, I've had my fair share of them both. Maybe I was waiting for something, maybe I was waiting for you. Love could never be, love could never be, love could never be, love will never be alone, you'll never be, love, you'll never be alone. And all that you say and all that you do could help us lead me back to you, and I'd be inclined to believe that someone for me. Jaded and tired, shuttered my heart, closed all the doors before I could start to feel again that love could be real. All that you say and all that you do could help us see, lead me back to you, and I'd be inclined to believe that someone for me. Jaded and tired, shuttered my heart, closed all the doors before I could start to feel again that love could be real. Feel again that love could be real. Thank you, guys.
This is Rory DeLasno with us here today on the Blue Plate Special. Rory is based out of New York City, so you grew up in New Jersey, is that right?
Yeah.
When did you start playing music? I mean, was your family musical?
Yeah. Both my parents loved music. My father actually played guitar, I guess sort of as a hobby, but he really instilled that passion for guitar and songwriting in me. And he taught me when I was 5 or 6 years old. And I guess a fun little tidbit about me that's relevant to the story is I play the guitar upside down. So this is a righty guitar, played lefty.
Yeah, and lots of left-handed guitar players do it that way. They make left-handed guitars, but often they're just flipped upside down. But you don't restring. You leave it the same way even. That's a little different.
It's very annoying, if you ask me for my expert opinion, my personal opinion. But yeah, usually lefty guitars are a little bit more difficult to find. They're a little bit more expensive. So, you know, people who just want to pick up a guitar and play, they pick up a righty and then they turn the strings around. So all my chords and everything are upside down. It's a kind of a nuisance, but I guess it's a talking point. And I like to think, and I'll be honest with y'all, since Knoxville is my favorite city, my flight's out of Nashville. I can't go back to Nashville now that I keep trashing it, right? Okay, whatever. I'll be walking home. But since Knoxville is my favorite place, I don't know if this story is true, but I like to tell people that I was sitting across from my dad, and you know, if we're the mirror image of each other, I'm playing the guitar the opposite of him. So I think that is what happened, but I couldn't swear by it. So I just wanted to be like my dad, you know? So now I have messed up chords. What can you say?
Well, it's just different, not messed up.
I appreciate that.
So Rory is going to be headed back up to New York, to Astoria on October 16th. He has a show there. So you can mark your calendars for that if you're in the area. Now, do you have a current single out right now? Is that Real?
I do. Yeah, that was the one I just played, actually. It sounds a lot different with the full band, but yeah, that's my.
And comes from the, is that on the EP?
No,
it's just new.
Yeah, that one's brand new. I've got another single coming out in November, which I'm going to announce any day now. Man, I really am like breaking all this news here. All right, yeah, so don't tell anyone, but I have a new song coming out in a few weeks, and that'll be from an upcoming EP combined with the last song.
All right. Yeah. RoryDeLasno.com, LASNOW. You can put a D apostrophe in there too, you know. Shake and howdy with him afterwards and make him feel welcome. Thank him for playing music for us today. I'm going to slide out of the way. We'll get a few more tunes from Rory DeLasno on the Blue Plate Special.
Thank you so much, Red. And thank you guys for listening. This is really cool. I guess now is as good of a time as ever to say that part of my journey and part of the reason I'm out here in Knoxville, Tennessee is because there was that love of music instilled in me from a young age. And unfortunately, there's been a fair amount of loss, which is not unique to me. But I lost my mother when I was 14, and that kind of like threw me through a loop, took a little break from music. And then a couple years ago, my father passed away. So, you know, that stuff, it happens to all of us, unfortunately. It's never easy. I find that music or any kind of art kind of helps in terms of being cathartic and also just realizing that, you know, no one is alone. But I say that because this next song I'm going to play for you guys is called I Won't Do Anything. And it's kind of just about all that nasty loss stuff and wading through it. And not being sure, you know, if you can still swing it. But honestly, you know, it's always worth it. It sounds cliche, but understanding or being keenly aware of the fragility of life is one of the things that drove me out to Tennessee. Not literally, I flew, but you know, but yeah, I decided I'm not gonna stall anymore. Things are always going to be tricky and confusing, but there's always going to be a beautiful music scene around us. Really looking forward to hearing you guys. And all these reasons to keep going. So this song is about that. And if you like it, it's on my previous EP that we were referencing before, Songs from an Empty Room. Every leaky faucet and floorboard, squeaking from the dusk until dawn, whispering your name like a 10-ton weight. Still can't comprehend that you're gone. I know that there was life here before you, but I can't quite recall all the steps. The melody and band are still playing, but I'm stuck here in place when you left. I can't run to Pennsylvania and crawl to my father's side. Sure can't run to my mother, but I give her just a little time. But I won't do anything. I can't do anything. I wanna fight the good fight on, but I need to keep my nightlight on. I won't do anything. I can't do anything. I wanna fight the good fight on, but I need to keep my nightlight on. When my mother left, I knew nothing of what had come, gone, or what was there. I sang the song of love at her funeral. My heart had no reaction prepared. I don't feel I belong here, so light at the end of the tracks. This cursed path I've been given, with heart and panic attacks. But I won't do anything. I can't do anything. I wanna fight the good fight on, but I need to keep my nightlight on. I won't do anything. I can't do anything. I wanna fight the good fight on, but I need to keep my nightlight on. Now you're gone and I don't know how to take my coat off. I'm into the arms of any beating heart, where love can start to bloom. Now you're gone and I can't seem to put my shoes away. Thinking I will eviscerate all that remains, never feel again this way. I won't do anything. I can't do anything. I wanna fight the good fight on, but I need to keep my nightlight on. Thank you guys. Beautiful. Yeah, so that one is understandably significant to me, and it's a perfect microcosm of like this kind of like newfound philosophy I have in my my extreme old age. Nobody, come on, please make me feel better. I'm not that old, right? Okay. Well, now I'm sad. Now I like Nashville better. But no, like I basically after my mom died, I spent all this time just overthinking. I mean, I'm not gonna lie, I'm the kind of person who has a lot of spreadsheets and a lot of lists. Anybody else ever do that? No. Okay. Okay, okay. Sorry to shout you out again, Melissa. But yeah, like it's a natural tendency, but essentially it's easy, especially in music, to overthink and get in your own way. And that song is never neat and simple, and there's always botched notes and missed chords, and I'm like, you know what? It is what it is. It's representative of the messy thing that is life, not to be all sentimental or philosophical about it, but the worst thing I ever did was think. So here I am, not thinking and being late to everything. So the last song I'd like to play for you, and again, thank you guys so much for hanging out. Stick around for the 2 tracks, all the way from Wyoming, which is insane. I have no idea where that is. I don't even know where I am right now. So it's gonna be a great afternoon of music. This song is called "Power of My Love," and actually, this is probably the most significant song to me. And frankly, I'd rather give that little bit of backstory than play an additional song anyway, because it's a song I wrote for a friend who went through loss. Their cousin, never even met him, went to a memorial in his honor, and literally was just touched by hearing about the way he had reached these other people, the people in his community, his friends, his family. Wrote the song in like 5 minutes, and songwriters will always tell you sometimes it's 5 minutes, sometimes it's 3 years. You never know how the song is going to come together, but this was like one chunk. And then my dad died as I was about to put it out, and I was like, this hits home for a variety of reasons now. But it's about not ever letting someone's memory go. And if you like any of these songs, they're on the internet, as Red was so nice to say. I have business cards for whatever reason that have my name on it, since it's impossible to spell. This one is a video where I read a poem that my dad had written for me about how he says, when I speak, he hears himself speak through me. So I try to honor that. Thank you guys for listening. The song's called "Power of My Love." Hanging on by the skin of my teeth, weary-eyed and weak on my feet. You can't try to tear my ground away. Bigger now than we ever were before. Broken hearts giving way to open doors. Building bridges to carry out your name. But you have gone away from here, but you are still my own. Nobody can take that from me. My heart is still your home. And I have come this far. When the times get tough, keep you in my heart. When I feel like giving up, doubt tries to tell me enough is enough. You've never witnessed the power of my love. Never hear me say that things are fair, taken when I was scared and unprepared. How can I ever reconcile the truths? A heavy weight that I never thought I'd know. Never thought this is how our lives would go. Losing someone beside me since my youth. But I won't be made stagnant or held frozen by my tears. I will keep your memory close so you can never disappear. Oh, I have come this far. When the times get tough, keep you in my heart. When I feel like giving up, doubt tries to tell me
times get tough, I keep you in my heart when I feel like giving up. When doubt tries to tell me enough is enough, you've never witnessed the power of my love.
Thank you guys so much. Thank you, Red. WDVX Blue Plate Special. Thank you.
That's Rory DeLasno on the WDVX Blue Plate Special. You can find more information at rorydelasno.com. Feel free to shake and howdy with him after the show and thank him for being here making music for us. And his current single, Real, is out there on all of those musical platforms where you listen to your tunes. So support for the WDVX Blue Plate Special comes from listeners just like yourselves, from the Corporation for Public Broadcasting, the Tennessee Arts Commission, Visit Knoxville, Downtown Knoxville, and Barley's down in Knoxville's Old City. It is home of the Big Plate Fridays at noon, and that's where we'll be headed tomorrow for the Big Plate with Mick Harrison and Andrea and Mud. Coming up on Saturday, we'll be back here inside of Visit Knoxville. It's a Kids Stuff Day that morning. That show starts at 10 o'clock, and Kyle Campbell is the guest of Kids Stuff this week, and it'll be followed by the Blue Plate Special with Olivia Joe and her bluegrass band. Looking into next week, I see Jason Haas Hicks coming back to see us, Francesca Brown, Reese Shad, the Killbillies, Jeff Plankenhorn returns, the Lead Beaters. I believe they're from Amsterdam. Yeah, they are. And I see John Salloway coming. The Tillers will be here next week as well. On next week's Big Plate is Bohola, and that will be some Celtic music for you. Coming up next Saturday, Common Man returns along with the Trolls of Amsterdam. Visit our website there at WDVX.com to find the complete schedule. Not only will you find out who's coming this way, but we'll link you over to the artist's website as well so you can learn a little bit more about them also. So Sheridan, Wyoming is home base for these folks. Y'all give a great big welcome to the 2 tracks to the Blue Plate Special.
Thank you. Well, we're going to start you off by taking you down to Baja, Mexico. And just imagine that it's a bit earlier in the morning and the sun's just coming up. And maybe you're hearing some canyon wrens singing around you and watching a swell roll in off the Pacific.
Sings its bends, far
All right, thank you so much. We're so happy to be here. We've got David Hubner over here on electric guitar and cello. Mr. Taylor Phillips over here on bass. Fernando Cerna back here on the drums.
And that's Mrs. Julie Hubner on the acoustic guitar.
All right, we have a little duet for you.
Sticks and stones don't bother me, they don't bother me too long. But a white glass of worry goes down real strong.
Won't you come back home to me? Don't you get my calls? The lonely days without you don't matter at all.
I'd marry you tomorrow if I knew you'd be around. Stay with you, no wondering where you're going, what town. Oh, I'd settle down and love things to keep two people well. But you keep pulling all of my strings, so I'm leaving.
Up all night the day we met. Out of town, my money all spent. Tents all scattered, rows and rows. Dancers in the shadows.
Wondering, trying to find a friend. Didn't even know I know you then. You're just a traveling town. No schedule, no time. I'd marry you tomorrow if I knew you'd be around. Stay with you, no wondering where you're going, what town. Settle down and love the things that keep two people well. But you keep pulling all of my strings, so I'm leaving.
Love's supposed to feel this way. I'm afraid to know the other fate. Got a bottle of wonder in front of me. It all goes down so easy.
Rising high up to the stars. Without those wings, you won't go far. Even little birds know when to fly away. Even little birds know when to fly away. I'd marry you tomorrow if I knew you'd be around. Stay with you, no wondering where you're going, what town. Settle down and love the things that keep two people well. But you keep pulling all of my strings, so I'm leaving. You keep pulling all of my strings, so I'm leaving. You keep pulling all of my strings, so I'm leaving.
It's the two tracks with us here today on the Blue Plate special. And as I mentioned, Sheridan, Wyoming is home for them. So I can't remember. Julie and Dave front the band here. And I don't remember if I've asked you all this before, but were you all musicians individually already before you all became the two tracks?
Yes, we were. And Fred and Tay and I have played for a while, and then we actually imported Dave to Wyoming about 8 years ago. We were putting out our first two tracks album, our debut album, and we asked him to play cello. And he came up to Bozeman, is where we were recording, Bozeman, Montana. And then by the time we left, we asked him to join the band, and I asked him if he'd be my boyfriend. So, and he said yes.
You need permission to do that? I didn't
No.
realize that happened. All right, so you've got the new project out right now. It's A Complicated Life. It was produced by Will Kimbrough there. And tell us all about it.
Well, we're in our mid-40s, and at least Fred's got a little bit simpler life because he's retired, but for us, you know, we're raising families and working jobs and playing music and stuff, so it's a complicated life. And there's a lot of songs on this particular album that I think tell, you know, some interesting stories that are about, you know, nature, like Canyon Wren or something like that, but then also tell more personal stories or historical stories of places in Wyoming and things like that. And we actually, the album cover art, you might notice, is a little bit crazier than some of our other ones, and in a good way. And we met this local artist in Dayton, Wyoming, and his name's David McDougall. And we were looking at all of his artwork, and that's kind of what gave us the title of the album. Was he had this really fantastic piece of art, and we were looking at it, and you know, going, man, this is really great. And he's like, well, if you'd like to, you can use it for your album cover, you know, if your guys are putting out a new album. And we're like, well, we actually are. And so we're like, well, what's it called, you know? And he's like, oh, it's called It's a Complicated Life. And it just clicked, you know. It's like, that's perfect. That's a perfect name for our songs. So, and we were very fortunate to work with Will Kimbrough. He's a wonderful producer based in Nashville. And this is the third time we've worked with him. So really proud of the new record.
Well, who does the songwriting? Where do the tunes come from?
We both do.
You
so
both
generally,
write?
if I'm
Do
singing
you
a
write
tune.
individually? Do you write together?
We normally write individually, but then we'll bring the song to the whole band, and that's when the arrangement process works. And so sometimes we'll see the styles change, and that's my favorite part, really, where all the magic happens.
All right. Well, you all are in luck. They do have merch available here today.
We do.
And you can stop by the merch table. You can certainly shake and howdy with our performers and thank them for being here with us today. If you're listening in, you can find out more at the2tracks.com. Tonight, they're headed over to the Great Eagles, so heads up, Asheville. They're headed your way. The complete tour schedule is also there on the website. I'm backing out of the way. We're going to get more music from the 2 tracks here on the WDVX Blue Plate special.
All right, this next one is about a small town in Wyoming. It's called Matitsi, and it's got a lot of E's in it. It'd be a good spelling championship word.
Fun fact, Matitsi, Wyoming is where they take all the bad bears from Yellowstone. It's the Absaroka mountain range, so you have to keep that in mind when you're camping out there.
Clear waters of river stone, rainbow colors of Kodachrome, a painter's palette of undertones, a wild breath blowing me home. Matiti was moved from the mouth of the creek. The miners were thirsty in the dance hall warm. You could still hear their hobnail boots stomping to the beat of George Marquette's old fiddle tunes. Out on the banks of the Greybull River, out on the edge of the frontier, nothing changes except the seasons. Everything remains through the years in the teeth.
All right, thank you. Well, we have another Wyoming song for you. This one's about the Bighorn Mountains. I actually have a friend that a while ago, he worked in a fire lookout tower in the Bighorn Mountains and didn't have any communication except for a transistor radio. And there was another tower on the other side, so he talked to this fellow for a couple seasons. And then he went off to war. He was stationed in the Vietnam War. He was stationed in Germany. And he met the guy there in Germany for the first time. So I just thought it was a really cool story, and I wrote this song about it. It's called Paintbrush Fields of Red. In the Bighorn Mountains, you may have seen him. He lived in a lookout tower, watching for fires. Transistor radio says, howdy, how's it going? Is that smoke cooking? Is it roaring? Or am I just seeing clouds? Another voice in the lonely alone seems to fulfill all those dreams that we've been through, all the dreams that we live. They got to talking, it was all that they had. When the feet were walking through windy paintbrush fields of red. He got called overseas to Germany like so many men. He had a liking for poker, but didn't win like those others did. He took a man aside. He said they're after your paycheck, but the man's food and bed were free, courtesy of the army. He said that paycheck, oh that paycheck, it don't matter to me. Another voice in the lonely alone seems to fulfill all those dreams that we've been through, all the dreams that we will. They got to talking, it was all that they had. When the feet were walking through battlefields of red. He asked, where'd you come from? In the real world, from Crow Agency. Hell, that's just down the interstate, not far from me. Where'd you work back home? Lived in a lookout all alone. It was the other voice on the radio all those hours. One lived at Windy Point and the other at Black Mountain Lookout Tower. Another voice in the lonely alone seems to fulfill all those dreams that we've been through, all the dreams that we live. They got to talking, it was all that they had. When the feet were walking through windy paintbrush fields of red. When the feet were walking through windy paintbrush fields of red. When the feet were walking. All right, thank you. We're having so much fun. Are you guys having fun? I'm so impressed with Fred back here. Do you see that he's surrounded by blue plates?
And he hasn't
Not
knocked
only
one
is he
over
a
yet.
great drummer, but he also
Has
I haven't gotten out of here yet.
Yeah, so I'm going to jinx him. Okay, I'm stopping. It's very coordinated.
One, two, three, four.
You'll be there when the kids get home. So much to do and so much to know. You'll talk then sleep when all the world's on fire. Safe, everything will be okay. You plan all the things I want. You think of all the things I don't. You'll float a river in an afternoon with patience till the sunset sky. You shine like a penny tossed in this water. A wish from your daughter that comes true. You feel like this river, you feel like this ocean rising over my head. Slow motion. You protect me from my worried dreams. Even though you can't even see, you're the calm wave in my head when I'm wrong. My troubles blow away like the sand long gone. You shine like a penny tossed in this water. A wish from your daughter that comes true. You feel like this river, you feel like this ocean rising over my head. Slow motion. You shine like a penny tossed in this water. A wish from your daughter that comes true. You feel like this river, you feel like this ocean rising over my head. Slow motion. You shine like a penny tossed in this water. A wish from your daughter that comes true. You feel like this river, you feel like this ocean rising over my head. Slow motion.
It's the two tracks with us here today on the Blue Plate Special. So we're going to get one last tune from them here today. How about one more round of applause for Rory DeLaslo, the first half of the show. So y'all can join us again tomorrow. We'd love that. We'll be at Barley's tomorrow for the big plate. Mick Harrison's going to be with us along with Andrea and Mud. You can always find out more by visiting our website at WDVX.com. Again, the two tracks are headed over the mountain to Asheville this afternoon. They'll be at the Gray Eagle tonight. The2tracks.com for more information. Thank you all so much for making us stop and playing some music for us here this morning. Will you leave us with the last tune?
Sure thing.
Thank you.
The sun comes up as the deal goes down. Another man laid upon the ground. The fire's still hot, but the gun is cold. No one speaks, yeah, the story untold. Forgotten women, forgotten men, forgotten lies all told again. But the truth is clear as the morning sky. The gambler man falls and the workman dies. The wind comes up as the price goes down. Another small farm plowed into the ground. Machines don't see and machines don't care, and these machines just will not spare one single cent from the bottom line, one single acre of sacrifice. The dollar won't stop on my simple rhyme. The dollar won't stop till it owns my life. Where is your guilty conscience man? Is your shame? All you speak is indifference. All your greed has been gained off the working man. The line is drawn and the bullets fly. Don't look twice, yeah, the pain in your eyes. Hope and change have been fooled again. The same old talk, yeah, the same old spin. Fight for your country, don't fight for your home. Last man standing won't be spared the stone, but we hold these truths to be self-evident. Except for you, my friends, your truth's been spent. Where is your guilty conscience, man? Where is your shame? All you speak is indifference. All your greed has been gained off the working man. As the deal goes down, another man laid upon the ground. The fire's still hot, but the gun is cold. No one speaks, yeah, the story untold. Forgotten women, forgotten men, forgotten lies all told again. But the truth is clear as the morning sky. The gambler man walks, the gambler man walks, and the working man dies. Thank you. Thank you so much, everybody.
That's the 2 tracks. Thank y'all. Join us again next time for more real live music on the Blue Plate Special.